Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's live and joining me this morning. This is Dr. Melva. I'm your board certified radiation oncologist, and I help breast cancer survivors live their most vibrant, healthiest lives after cancer treatment. I do that through my online coaching and my online community. You can find me right here on facebook.com/doctormelva, DOCTORMELVA. So today I just finished a workout. I guess this is like my workout outfit. We just did laundry. So if you're watching a lot of videos, it looks like I wear the same thing, but I really only have a couple selections. Hey, good morning. Thanks so much for joining, Nisi. How you doing this morning? So I'm back at the gym today. I didn't make it yesterday. What's today? Wednesday. So I worked out Monday, and then today did some cardio. And today I wanted to talk about creating more success for yourself. So the book that I'm currently reading, I try to read at least 15 minutes a day. I actually set a timer, which is something you should pick up. Time blocks. It's efficient. It works. You can be accountable that you get your 15 minutes in without distraction. And 15 minutes is like how I'm kind of working these days, in like 15-minute slots. So anyway, I'm reading High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard. It's a great book. It's very helpful. And the section I read today, I just want to talk about creating success for yourself. And one thing he talks about in that book are creating habits. So I was thinking about when I was young, growing up, that I don't know, at a very young age, I learned it takes 21 days to form a habit, right? How many of you have heard that, tried that, and once you're past that 21-day mark, like you're good because you have that habit? Well, that got broken up after med school, residency, marriage, kids. It's more about continuously redefining your habits, reflecting on those habits to create success for yourself. So in his book so far, what I've read, again, it's just 15-minute increments. I think I'm on like page 36, but he has a lot of value. I think it's a very good book to read, and I like to take it in chunks to reflect. But the old thought, or the old thought of, hey, once I create a habit forever, is just, it's not going to give you success. You have to continuously improve upon those habits. So one of the habits that I'm working on improving is working out. So I'll tell you some of my struggles, and I know a lot of you have the same. Because I'm talking to you guys a lot, loving the conversations, keep them going, love the group discussions we're having in the community. And again, for those of you who don't know, I'm thinking about launching a beta monthly intimate group, well, not intimate group, but probably a larger group where I can get into a little more tips. So let me know if that sounds like something you're interested in. So one of the struggles I have is perfectionism, right? I like to get everything right. It used to be a problem I had. But I've worked on that. So for example, this is the first week of school, limited on time, have to be very focused on my efforts. So it's easy to say like, hey, I'm not going to go to the gym because I can't stay there for the time that I need to do everything. Instead, I'm like, okay, this week I'm going to focus getting at least 35 minutes of cardio. And if I get some weightlifting in, I get it in. If not, I've still gotten the 35 minutes of cardio. So one of the success tips to be successful is really mindset. And again, on my board, which you can't see because I'm outside, but let's just imagine my home board was right here. I would show you where I wrote down my 3 intentions for the day, right? And I keep it 3 because when I get more than that, I get overwhelmed. And a lot of you have struggles and frustrations like I do. I get it because there's this gap, right? So there's this gap about where you are and where you want to be, right? Okay, I need a stand. Where's the tree? There's a fence. I need an assistant. Maybe I should have brought my selfie stick, whatever. But there's a gap that's created that causes you frustrations with having your success, and it's because this is where you are, right? And some of you, this is where you are, and this is where you want to be. Like, let's say over here. So there's a distance, right? Let's say where you are is my shoulder, and where you want to be is my hat. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I hope this is helpful. So that gap in between is what causes frustration and overwhelm, which are words that we have to get rid of our vocabulary. We have to get those out of our vocabulary, okay? We can't go on and say, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stuck, right? Now, you may see that on some of my things when I'm talking to you because I know that's where you are now, but I want to get you out of that, right? So this gap is that we want to be here, we're here, but we're not taking the steps that we need to every day to get those results. And I was listening to some training. As some of you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I do breast cancer coaching. I also am growing a business. I have a team of 800 people. If that's something you're interested in, it's in the network marketing field, reach out to me. I'd be glad to help you learn to see if you're a good fit for my team. But one of the things we talked about was the activity that you're doing. Hey, good morning. Thanks so much for joining. Indira, good morning. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Drop me an emoji when you join. If you're just joining, we're talking about creating success for yourself. I'm reading Brendon Burchard's book, High Performance Habits. And what he talked about is, habits. And so anyway, so what I was saying is, like, a lot of us are here and we want to go there. And I was saying with the team that I'm building, we were coaching, and what we talked about are activity. The activities that you're doing. What are you actually doing every day on a consistent basis? Whether that's creating new habits, improving upon new habits, whatever it is around habits. That's what this book is about and what I'm watching about. Hey, good morning, Dawn. Thanks for joining. So what activities are you doing, right? So I'm sitting and I'm like, I really want, to work on my muscles, or I want to lose weight, or I want to get healthy, or, like I spoke to someone the other week and they were like, well, hey, look, Dr. Melva, I want to lose 25 pounds. Do you really think that the system of products that you're recommending and your programs can help me do that? And I'm like, well, it's not about whether I think the system of products I'm recommending and my, the program I'm doing can do that. What activity will you do every day? What will you commit to? What habits will you change? What habits will you reflect to go from where you are now to where you want to be? Like, there's no secret. There's no, I guess for the longest time for me, honestly, I looked for like these external tools, whether it was something to make my life easier, which I found, or whether it was a person that was just going to tell me that one thing that I needed to hear to get me to where I was going. And what you'll find, and I know this because I've talked to a lot of you, is that you already have it inside. You just have to commit to improving your habits, right? So it's no longer like what I was sharing earlier for those of you just joining. It's no longer like what I learned as a kid, that it takes 21 days to form a habit. You have to form a habit, improve upon a habit, be consistent with the habit, and see if those habits that you've created are still serving you. Because I'll be honest, a lot of the habits that I have don't serve me. But the habit of saying, hey, look, I'm going to commit to getting up every day. And if I can't get up every day, I'm going to get up every other day, and I'm going to work out 35 minutes of cardio. And for me, and I appreciate you all, I love you so much. Thank you for the inbox, the messages, the emails, joining my groups, getting on the phone with me, because you motivate me. And I'm so happy that I can help you with an area in your life, but you help me, because another habit that I've created is looking for and getting accountability of people that can be real with me and keep me motivated. So how many of you, when you see me get up here, and I love those of you who, like, I see randomly, I didn't even know you knew me or were watching me for years, and you're like, oh my God, you inspired me to do this today. And I'm like, I didn't even know you watched my videos. Like, it's some family too, which, I love you guys. And I'm like, I wasn't even really talking to you. Like, that helped you? Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, I'm really humbled by that. But what I want to say is one of the habits is creating accountability. And let me tell you, I get on here for accountability. I did this 2 years ago, and I was in the best shape of my life, but I didn't accept it because, again, I was here, I wanted to be here, but I hadn't realized how much closer I'd been because I wasn't looking at my habits, right? I was still having that gap between where I was and where I wanted to be, and I didn't realize how close I'd gotten. So anyway, my point to you today, and I hope you get value, because I'm a little fired up today, if you could tell. I'm fired up, but I guess I got to go. It's second day of school for us in Virginia. But I moved my body. I did 35 minutes of cardio. I didn't do everything I wanted to do. I wanted to do the weightlifting. I wanted to do some circuit training. But I know that I have to get back to the house and make sure the kids are ready. And, Leon's at the house getting, the kids up by the time I get there. And I have to have balance in my life. But I know that getting up today, making time to come and talk to you, and working out will hold me accountable. Okay? So the action step I want to give you, because I realized I get on here and I say a lot. I ramble. Sometimes I share way too much, right? I do. But I want to give you value, and I want you to come back and tell me, like, if you can help this. So what I want you to do today, well, I'm moving a lot. Maybe I just need to be still. See, somebody needs to tell me, like, stop moving. The action step I have for you today is I want you to think of one habit. Look at that sun behind me. Isn't that gorgeous? I want you to think of one habit that you know has created you success before. And let's focus specifically on health and nutrition, because that's really what I focus on and I help a lot of women with, because living your best life after cancer treatment, a lot of it has to do with what you're putting into your body, because the radiation, chemo, and surgery, it's tough. It's tough stuff, right? Like, this is toxic stuff, toxic things, chemicals to kill the cancer, okay? So you have to build your body back up, which is why I'm a huge proponent of supplements, meal replacement shakes, because it adds convenience. It helps you when you have everything else going on. So the one habit I want you to do is I want you to think in terms of health and nutrition. What is one habit that you have that you know has helped you create success, okay? And I want you to write that down. That's it. That's the only homework I have. I want you to just write down what is the one habit, the one thing that you have done in the past that has helped you to create success in relationship to your health and nutrition, and just write it down. I don't care whether you write it down, but I want you to get a pen and paper, because studies have shown pen and paper, like, it goes into the brain a little better. I know everybody's social media, email, texting, voice, whatever, but just write it down. That's it. That's the action step. Let me know if you find value. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope that you are just as fired up about today and this wonderful sun. Look at that God has given us today. I encourage you to take that one action step, and then come back here and follow me on facebook.com/doctormelva, doctormelva. Love you. Bye.